Then we had to get Ron through, a very highly credible candidate at the time. He turned out to be a crackhead, unfortunately. As you remember, the Democrat, right? He was going to be, within the next 15 years, he was going to be a president of the United States. And Ron said, I think we can beat him. It was him and Stacey Abrams. They were the two hottest politicians in the Democrat Party. And Gillum, remember Gillum? And good-looking guy, everything was perfect. And I did three rallies.
You're taking millions.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's all right. Go home to mommy. Your mommy's working. Go home to mommy. Thank you very much. So young. So young. You know? It's amazing, because that used to happen all of the time. And I don't think it's happened in 2.5 or 3 years. That's the thing. And she's so young. So young. So anyway, so young and immature. Thank you very much. Thank you. It always is excitement. Thank you. That's why we have America. That's all. But they'll figure it out. You know, they're fighting oil. They're fighting oil. They're basically saying, let's close up on our country because if you notice, China is building actually every week a coal-fired plant. And these people are fighting, and you're going to end up with a country that won't be able to compete if you listen to them. But they'll grow up. Thank you. They'll grow up, they'll get older, and they'll understand that it's very important what we're doing. We speak from common sense. You know, we're really the party of common sense. People say, are you conservative? Yes, I'm conservative. We did a lot of conservative things, but we're really not liberal, conservative. We're the party of common sense. We want to have borders. We want to have elections. We want to have low taxes, a strong military. But anyway, so Ron, just to finish the story real quickly. But Ron, I endorsed him, and he went like a rocket ship. And then I did rallies for him, a couple of rallies, 2 or 3. We had tremendous rallies, incredible, in Florida. And he still felt he wasn't going to win. I said, I'm telling you, you're going to win. And he ended up winning by 2 points, very little. And the other guy turned out to be a disaster. Thank goodness he wasn't put in, but Ron won. Then 4 years later, they said to him, will you run against the president? And he said, I have no comment. He said, I have no comment. I got him in. I got him elected totally. He was down by like 40 points for the nomination. And he was going to definitely lose to their new star. Turned out not to be a star. And when I did that, I don't know, there's something about the lack of loyalty in politics. Now, Nikki also, but to a much lesser extent. I mean, she has at least the right. She got there. I gave her the position, but I gave it to her much more so because I wanted Henry McMaster, who's the lieutenant governor, to be the governor of South Carolina. And he's been a great governor, right, Billy? Great governor. And Henry's done a great job. And Nikki did a good job. She was okay, but she's not right to be president. I know it very well. The wrong thought process, the wrong policy. And honestly, she's not tough enough. She's not tough enough. These are tough people. We're dealing with the toughest people in the world. We're dealing with people that are on their game at a level that you've never seen. President Xi of China, Putin. Putin would have never gone into Ukraine if I were president. If that election wasn't rigged, we would have never, ever, not even a chance. And it was the apple of his eye. And you could take a look at North Korea. Kim Jong-un. very smart, very tough. But he liked me, and I got along really well with him, and we were safe. We were going to have a war with them, and they have a massive nuclear stockpile, possibly as big as anybody. And so we did a great job, but we were disappointed with Ron. It showed tremendous disloyalty. I said, listen, let's hit him. And then I wanted to think of a name for him, and I just sort of said, he's a sanctimonious guy. He's sanctimonious. And I said, Ron DeSanctimonious. And it sort of worked. A lot of people didn't like it at the beginning. Now they love it. You know, they grow on you. Sometimes they grow on you positively or negatively. But he said, and then people would say, sir, you're hitting him very hard. I don't think you should. Why? He's a Republican. I said, I don't care if he's a Republican. They're saying he's a Republican. What the hell difference does it make? The guy says to me, he says that he has no comment. When they say they have no comment, you know what that means, Al? That means they're going to run. So we hit him very hard, and by the time he announced, he was over. I think he was over by the time he announced. He said, sir, it's too early. I said, it's never too early. Anyway, so he's not doing well. It looks like he's in 5th or 6th place in New Hampshire. We're doing really well in New Hampshire, by the way. Really well. We're really doing well everywhere.